Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Savaj Lifestyle Health and Wellness series, where today we're going to be talking about just how many calories you burn without knowing and how many calories you burn just by purely existing or laying down. Stay tuned.
Put a glass box around.
Alright, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be going over your BMR, or your basal metabolic rate, your TDEE, or your total daily energy expenditure, and a bunch of other things that kind of subcategorize with the TDEE. So we'll first go over total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. And this is what happens. This is the total amount of calories you burn within a 24-hour period. This can be calculated by your basal metabolic rate, which is the calories you burn just by purely existing. Where if you were to lay in bed and not move all day, your BMR would be the amount of calories you burn just by laying down and not really consuming any calories. So your total daily energy expenditure consists of four things: your basal metabolic rate, or your BMR, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and then your EAT, which is your EAT, your exercise activity thermogenesis. So what does all that mumbo jumbo mean? Your TEF, or your thermic effect of food, is the calories burned when you are breaking down and digesting food that you've already eaten. Your NEAT, or your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, is the amount of calories you burn by walking upstairs, opening doors, fidgeting, basically anything following your exercise activity thermogenesis, which would be your EAT, and that would be the amount of calories you burn during your workout, cardio, high intensity interval training, weightlifting, stuff of that sort. So your basal metabolic rate and your total daily energy expenditure are kind of confusing, and you can kind of get them mixed up because they are kind of similar but not similar at the same time. So some differences you're going to see is the basal metabolic rate. This is the metabolic rate that when your body is at rest and you haven't eaten for 12 hours, this is the amount of calories your body is going to burn during that process. The amount of energy required is just your basic metabolism of your body. This can be calculated by the Harris-Benedict equation, which we will go over here in a couple of minutes. And this one also has no effect on weight gain or weight loss. Your total daily energy expenditure is the number of calories you burn over a 24-hour period. The amount of energy required is both by your basic metabolism and your activity level for that day. This will always and forever be higher than your BMR because it is your activity level plus your typical basal rate. And if you want to gain weight, you need to be eating more than your total daily energy expenditure. And if you want to lose fat, you need to be eating less than your total daily energy expenditure. That can be calculated by your basal metabolic rate times your activity level, which we'll get to in a moment. So how do you calculate your basal metabolic rate? Well, you can do it one of two ways. You can do it based on your activity level, or there is a whole equation you can do that's a little bit more complicated, but it is more accurate, and that is called the Harris-Benedict equation. So the numbers will differ between male and female. I'm going to be honest, I don't know the science behind the numbers and why the numbers are the way they are. So with a male, the equation, and I will put it up here somewhere, 66 plus 13.7 times your weight in kilograms plus 5.0 times your weight in centimeters, times your height in centimeters, minus 6.8 times your age. You can also do this on an online BMR calculator as well, but whenever I calculated it out myself, I got 1,449 calories as my BMR. Now, in order to get your TDEE number, you need to take that number, your BMR, times your activity level. And so if you do little to no exercise, you'll take your BMR times 1.2. If you're doing 1 to 3 days a week, your BMR times 1.375. 3 to 5 times a week, your BMR times 1.55. 6 to 7 days a week, you'll do your BMR times 1.725. Heavy 2 times a day, BMR times 1.9. And if you're pregnant, you need to take whatever that number is with your activity level and add 300 to that. And so in case you had no idea how many calories you were burning in a day whenever you were doing your physical exercise, or if you had no idea how many calories you burn in a day just by sitting around at your desk, now you know how to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.